So, welcome back to the Installer Plaza. He's left, he's gone. Where's he gone? Is he coming back? I hope he is. I'm joined here by Daisy Turner. Daisy, welcome. How are you? Hold nice and close. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you having a good day at the show?
Yeah, it's very, very busy.
Very good. Now, you're an ambassador, of course.
Yeah, I am.
How's your year been as an ambassador?
It's been really good.
Just if you hold it like this.
At the start.
That's
that's a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the start, it was a bit, you sort of have to get used to, because I'm a good plumber, but...
I'm modest.
But being an ambassador is just a completely different... I'm so, so grateful for the opportunity.
Right, well, that's good. That's brilliant. And Jason, what's it been like for you the last year?
It's been fantastic. I think both Daisy and Meg.
Higher.
I think both Daisy and Meg have been fantastic ambassadors. They really have shown a huge amount of kind of dedication to the trade, and they've really done a fantastic job for us in terms of shining a light on the industry and the variety within the industry. Yeah. So I think that's been really good for us.
And we had, of course, to have Meg here, and she can't be with us today. Someone said to me it's her birthday, so...
I can't believe she's not with us.
I know. Wouldn't you rather be here in Birmingham? Well, this is cooler in here than it probably is wherever she is, to be fair. It's obvious, Jason, the next generation has a lot to offer.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you explain why it's so critical for the industry's survival that we actually support the next generation?
Well, I think it's well known and it's talked about that there is a huge skills gap in this country in terms of the trades, plumbing and heating in particular. We've got an increase in demand for sustainable housing. We've got a big target of 1.5 million new homes to build, and we simply do not have the skills and the people there to deliver that. So from our perspective, it's really important that we support that upskilling. We shine a light on the opportunities within the industry, and I think there's not just the skills that's important in delivering that, but also the fact that we've got an aging workforce as well. I mean, that is it's very clear. I think the average age of the plumbing and heating engineer in the UK is over 50 now. So it's really, really critical that as an industry we get behind that next generation and support them the best we can as well.
And what sort of things are you doing to drive that support home?
So I think we're doing a lot. Obviously, we're doing the ambassador program. So we've got talented new engineers, heating engineers and installers that we're shining a light on with the ambassador program. And we're also doing a big program with colleges as well. So we've got the College Roadshow, and that's enhancing the next generation. And we are supporting colleges because I think it's fair to say that colleges need all the help they can get. They are very often, in terms of the trades, despite the fact that there is a massive need to get new people in the industry, there's simply not the drive within the colleges and the support for the colleges for them to be able to deliver. And I think Daisy could probably attest to some of that in terms of they don't get the funding that they need. And so us as an industry leader, I think it's important for us to play our part in supporting people like Daisy, but also the colleges, so they have the facilities and the products to be able to deliver the courses throughout the year.
And the support's been invaluable to you, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So when, like you say, when you're in the college, the actual budget isn't there.
Yeah.
So having the support from manufacturers like Polypipe is really, really important.
Brilliant. Now, for those of you in the audience who may not be fully up to speed, the PolyPlumb Enhanced Ambassador Scheme is... Go on, what were you going to say?
I was just waiting to answer.
OK. I might not be asking. It's a partnership built on three things, I think I'm right in saying, which is supporting peers in the trade.
Yep.
Boosting the profiles of brilliant installers.
Absolutely.
And working together to showcase that PolyPlumb Enhanced is the ultimate choice, which obviously you want something out of it.
Absolutely.
But it's about giving installers a real platform. So how does that kind of work in its own way?
In terms of providing a platform, obviously, we really want to encourage not just, from a manufacturer's perspective ourselves, but other manufacturers to kind of support that next generation. I think as a leading manufacturer in the industry, it's important that we play a leading role.
Yep.
But I would really implore other manufacturers to kind of get behind and support young installers, or indeed installers that are looking for a career change and want to get into heating and plumbing. Obviously, Daisy is a great example of a young installer, but we have other installers who are out there who have joined the industry after a career elsewhere. And I think one thing that I do want to say is, I think there are still some misconceptions about this industry, about the opportunities that are there that people just simply don't know about. And
in
shining a light
what
on that.
respect do you think?
I think it's kind of some outdated perceptions of kind of what it is. Whether I'm sat next to Daisy, a young lady who's out there doing some fantastic work. I still think there's a perception that it's very male-dominated as an industry, and I think we need to break down those barriers. I think the diversity piece is massive. I think it's important that everybody can feel like they can kind of contribute to this industry and they'll be welcomed in the industry. So I think there's a lot to go out there, and I think going forward, if you look at the world in which we are facing, a world of AI, of technology, the trades are going to be the ones that provide the actual employment.
I think that's really interesting what you're saying. 'Cause I hosted a conference recently for a travel conference, and we had 2 pilots who worked for EasyJet.
Yes.
Both of whom were female.
Yep.
And someone said to me, "Oh, we got women pilots." I said, "No, we got 2 pilots who happen to be women." But
Absolutely.
I mean, and for me, that's where you get this sort of barrier going
Yes.
on, and there's still that to a great extent.
It still exists today, but with great installers like Daisy championing the industry, I think we've actually got a bright future.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Daisy. Let me turn to you. You've been, as you said, been very visible this year, and do you feel like you've been able to represent your peers on the tools, so to speak, and show other installers how much they can gain by doing what you're doing, by engaging more closely with a brand like Polypipe, for instance?
Yeah, so you have to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to do the work. It's not always easy, but it is.
If it is, we'd all be doing it, wouldn't we?
But for like other people, I think just give it a shot. You can't really go wrong.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
Exactly that.
Every year has its kind of standout moment for people. What was your absolute highlight of 2025 for you? Is there one event or project that sticks out in your mind at all?
I think with Polypipe, it was probably the factory tour.
Yes. Always the crowd pleaser.
It was pretty
Oh,
impressive.
where is it?
It's based in Doncaster, so we have 2 manufacturing sites in Doncaster. We're a proud Yorkshire-based business.
Well, can I just say, I've actually visited it as well. We made a film there, I don't know, probably 10 years ago now.
Yep.
And we were in the showroom. I don't know if you've still got the showroom there. Or it's,
We've not, a lot's changed in 10 years.
well, it probably has.
You should maybe come back.
But well, I'd love to, but I bet one thing hasn't changed. We were filming, we had to stop because suddenly we heard, na 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 na.
Yes.
What was that?
So that's when one of the machines needs some attention.
No,
so one of the
it was the
automated
bat
machines.
van.
Oh, was that the... Oh, you see, the thing is we also
The
have
sandwiches in a vehicle, and they go na 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 outside. We had to stop filming.
We've got a fantastic canteen now, so...
Oh, there you go. That's one of the things that changed. The bat van is no longer there. Looking at insider knowledge, what's the coolest bit of knowledge you've learned over the last year, would you say?
I can't tell you that. That's insider knowledge.
Wow. Wow.
There you go. She's got to keep some secrets.
Okay, fair enough. Well, in 2 or 3 words, how would you describe your year as an ambassador?
I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity, but most importantly, it's a bit of fun.
Right.
And you have to remember that you're there to enjoy it.
Brilliant. And you've enjoyed it?
Yeah, definitely.
And you've enjoyed the relationship with
Absolutely,
Daisy
it's
as
been
well?
fantastic. It
And,
really has.
and I'm sure you would say the same for Meg if she were here too, and she
Oh,
would
100%.
echo.
They've
what
both
you're
been
saying.
fantastic.
And do you keep in touch with each other? Sorry.
Yeah. To be honest, we spoke before we was both Polypipe ambassadors, but since we've become closer.
I think one thing I'd just like to point out there as well, I think it touched on something that, as an industry that I'm very kind of passionate and proud of, is that sense of, support for each other. You will see Meg, Daisy supporting each other. You see that amongst the communities, the social communities. Everybody's out there kind of helping each other, and it's a very kind of it's a great industry to get involved with. There's lots of support, and people really do want you to do well.
Brilliant. Well, look, Daisy, thank you. You might want to go and take a seat for a second, because I think we're coming to the second part of this. Give it up for Daisy. Well done, Daisy. You're a great... Shall I take that up from you? You're a great ambassador. As an ambassador, well, what can you say? Jason, any words you want to say in closing before we move on to the next bit?
So from my perspective, I just want to say thank you to our ambassadors, to Daisy, to Meg. Really have been fantastic ambassadors for us. I think also for the industry, for ladies in plumbing as well. I think it's been fantastic. And your hard work, your commitment, your dedication, and above all else, your enthusiasm. And I think you touched on a minute ago there, you know, the fact that you want to have a little bit of fun. I think that kind of shines through. So thank you very much. Stay in touch, or we will stay in touch. And yeah.
Don't call us. Brilliant.
And so thank you.
Now look, it's time to look ahead to this year, really, and beyond. And this year, the two winners are incredible installers, represent two entirely different, yet equally vital sides of the industry.
Absolutely.
Do you want to say a little bit about them first, or shall I just carry on?
No, please. I mean, you're on a roll.
So the first new ambassador is someone fresh to the tools, proving that passion and drive matter from day one. I'm not looking in any directions here. And our second ambassador brings a unique wealth of experience. After 16 years of teaching and lecturing the next generation in the classroom, they've stepped out to launch their own successful plumbing business this year. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. They know who they are anyway, but just the rest of us don't. The next two PolyPlumb Enhanced Ambassadors are Cary Rudd. Come up, Cary. And Livvi Hodges. Livvi, come and join me. I'm going to stand up here. Look, I'm going to offer you a microphone. We'll stay standing. I'm going to offer you a microphone here. Cary, what does it mean to you to be given this status, if you like?
I think it's an honour, really, and I'm very grateful that I'm in this position already in this point in my career, and I think that it's only going to boost what I want to do coming in to the next, 2-3 years into my career, and I think overall it is just going to be a massive opportunity, and I'm so grateful that I've been given it at this point in my career, yeah.
I stood up because you're so tall. You're still taller than me while you're sitting down. I can't believe it. Livvi, what about for yourself? Just pass the microphone over. What about for you? How much does it mean to you?
I feel incredibly privileged that I've been given this opportunity. I didn't think at my age I would get an opportunity like this. So
it's just a number.
I started my apprenticeship when I was 16. I'm now 32, so half.
You didn't have to tell everyone.
Half my age. So yeah, I just feel incredibly privileged, and I hope that even if I inspire one or two girls to come into the industry, my job is done.
Brilliant. And Jason, it's lovely to see. I mean, and I'm not being ageist here, but younger person and someone not quite so young, but it doesn't matter what age you are, does it?
Absolutely not, no. And that's what I think is great about, we were just talking a minute ago about this industry, the opportunities. You're never too young, you're never too old. If you feel like making a change in your career, this is a great place to be.
I think I am too old, to be honest with you, but there you go.
Absolutely not.
No, you wouldn't take me on. Look, thank you. Congratulations. Maybe you'll come back next year, tell us how you got on and help us announce the next ambassadors. What happens? What do they get as being an ambassador? Do they get a special badge or a coat of honour? Or?
Well, they obviously get the coat of honour, but they also get a whole host of materials, support from Polypipe Building Products, some products as well to get them set up and in the industry, some tools. There's loads of goodies. We normally have a bit of a display, but
it's been nicked.
It really has, yeah. But no, we'll send all that out to you, and we look forward to working with you over the next 12 months.
We get the chance to go and visit the new canteen, relatively new canteen in Doncaster.
Absolutely. I'll buy you lunch.
Well,
but yes,
I'll tell you what, that's an offer not to. It's not often he puts his hand in his pocket. I'm telling you, this is a rare, rare treat. So take advantage of that. Listen, well done to you two. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Cheers, guys. Well done.
Okay, next up, we're going to discuss the tricky subject of what happens to the industry if in future nobody actually recruits apprentices. So we're doing that at 4 o'clock. Thank you very much.